Animals feel more than we often realize. They know sadness, longing, and even heartbreak, just like we do. They may not speak our language, but their emotions are real and powerful. In the city of Phoenix, Arizona, one such story unfolded that touched the hearts of everyone who witnessed it. It's the story of Georgia, a dog who suffered a great loss only to find healing and love in the most unexpected way, with the help of 3 tiny kittens. Georgia was discovered near a gas station by volunteers from Sunshine Dog Rescue. She was in rough shape, thin, scared, and clearly in need of help. But what the rescuers quickly realized was that Georgia wasn't just a stray. She was pregnant. With care and urgency, they brought her to the shelter to give her and her unborn puppies a chance. But sadly, things didn't go as hoped. Georgia went into labor, but the puppies were born prematurely. Despite the veterinarian's best efforts, none of them survived. The loss was devastating, not only for the shelter workers, but for Georgia herself. She had carried her puppies with hope, and now they were gone. Her grief was painfully visible. She searched for them constantly, sniffing around the shelter, and even tearing apart the mattress where they had briefly lain, desperate to find them. It was clear that Georgia was mourning, her heart broken in a way that only a mother could understand. She still had milk and an aching need to care for someone. The team at the shelter knew they had to do something. At the same time, 3 orphaned kittens had been brought into the shelter. They were tiny, vulnerable, and without a mother of their own. It was a long shot, but the team made a brave decision. They introduced the kittens to Georgia. At first, there was hesitation. Would she accept them? Would the kittens recognize her as their new mother? But from the moment they met, something remarkable happened. Georgia didn't just accept the kittens, she embraced them. She nuzzled them gently, let them snuggle into her, and began to feed them as if they had always been hers. It didn't take long for a bond to form. Georgia became fiercely protective of her new babies. She followed their every move, watched them as they explored, and stood guard whenever someone came near. The once lonely dog now had a purpose again. She had a family. And the kittens, who had lost their mother, found warmth, safety, and love in Georgia's care. She didn't just raise them, she adored them. They slept curled up against her, their tiny bodies nestled in her soft fur, and she would lick their heads gently, always making sure they were safe. What started as a heartbreaking situation became something beautiful. A dog who lost everything found a reason to keep going. Kittens who had no one were given a second chance. Together, they healed each other. The staff at the shelter couldn't believe how natural their bond had become. It was as if this odd little family had always belonged together. Against all odds, Georgia and her kittens found joy again. Thanks to the love and care of the shelter, team, and the unbreakable spirit of a grieving dog, a new family was born. And today, they are all thriving, full of life, love, and the happiness that only comes from being truly wanted. Georgia didn't just save the kittens, they saved her.